Hello and welcome to Anyway, the podcast. Now, I do have to let you guys know that we have a very special guest today. We have stand-up comedian.
Wow.
Triple J presenter. Ex-Amazing Race contestant. I'm going to say dancer. I've seen you dance. I'm going to say singer. I've heard you sing. We have Frankie Rowsthorn with us today.
Hey!
How are you, darling?
I'm pretty good. Thanks so much for having me on the pod.
And okay, yes, just look, if you're watching this on YouTube, look, I went to buy a third microphone and they said, oh yeah, we can get you one in 5 business days. So Frankie's using her phone.
Awkward interaction at the, because I went with Nick to go look for this microphone.
Yeah.
There was this, you know, when you go to a store and you can tell who's the workplace bully.
It was so obvious.
It was actually so horrible. This guy was like to Nick, "Oh, sorry, I just called this other store," and another employee, the bully, interjected and went, "I just had to explain time zone to him, idiot."
Yeah.
Oh,
He didn't know about time zones. Idiot. and we were like, oh, well, he's trying his best, actually.
I wish I said it, but I almost, as I'm leaving, went being like, hey, don't listen to him.
You've got this.
You've got this.
We all had to learn about time zones at some point.
When I was being bullied at work, I always fantasized about a customer
stepping in.
Yeah.
Wait, where did you get bullied at work?
Oh, by this woman, Kirsty.
Oh.
Wow, name straight in.
Hi, Miss Kirsty.
What's so funny is that she I was like 15, 14 in this job, and she was like 29 or something.
Oh, God.
And then she was like all namaste yoga online and posting videos of herself singing on Instagram, being like, birds flying high, you know how I feel.
That's a red flag.
That jazz voice.
You know that's a bully.
And then one time I said like, oh, today's really busy. Like, I almost fainted, you know, like, and I was just, you know, exaggerating or whatever. And then she's like, she was so mean to me about it. She's like, I'm going to call you Fainting Frankie from now.
Oh, no.
Wait, what was this establishment?
It was a cafe in Fremantle.
Is this your first job?
It was my first job.
Oh, God.
Because that's actually a theme on the pod.
Oh,
is that
yeah.
We have to guess.
Oh, no, we were meant to guess that. It's crazy how naturally that just came up.
Naturally, we talk about your first job.
The two things we try to figure out are what was the guest's first job and what were they like in high school.
Oh, okay, that's...
That's crazy.
But actually, we would have forgotten if you had
Totally.
your first job.
Okay,
Totally.
true.
Yeah.
It's like you've listened to episode 1.
Well, maybe I...
Wait, I also want to say something about that place we went to with the bully, because I bought my keyboard from there 2 years ago, and it must have been the same guy, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm just after like an electric keyboard, and then the guy who served me was lovely guy, and he was like, oh yeah, there's this one, it's really good, it has like whatever it was, like this many thousand different tones for like electric keyboard, and I was like, whoa, that's so many. And then this other guy behind the counter was like, yeah, it's almost like electric keyboards can hold this many different tones.
No.
And I was like, oh, sorry that I'm getting into a new hobby and I didn't know that. So every time I go, I've only been there twice, and there's always a bully who has to prove
And
himself.
is obsessed with time zone, which doesn't feel very relevant these days as well.
I know. Okay, so, and our other thing we guess is what were you like in high school?
Yeah.
Which I probably already know a bit about this.
Maybe.
So maybe Liam can guess.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But I'll help this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to go in as specific as possible. As
Yeah.
well. So the names of your best friends.
Oh, wow. That's really exciting. That's so exciting. And you know what? I was just in Perth, so I saw them. I saw one of my high school friends on Monday, so maybe you'll get that energy.
Yes. And I think I am.
Energetically.
Shelley.
Not Shelley.
Your best friend was a 50-year-old woman.
Shelley, yeah. Oh my god, if I knew a girl called Shelley in high school in 2019, I'd be like, she's sick.
Yeah, that would be actually awesome. Drinks at Shelley's.
Yeah.
Shelley's parents are really cool.
So your first job was a cafe?
In Fremantle.
Yeah, like working behind the bar.
Oh, in Frio. That's also very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if you're in Frio, okay, I've got clues now. So I'm like, Frio's giving co-ed school.
Was your school in Frio? Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going co-ed. And you had your did she have like a bet? Like, was it a group of friends? Or was she an
I reckon
individual?
you had a few strong individuals by your side. Shelley being one of them. You were in the arts. You did the musicals.
Yeah.
So you were an artsy kid. And I feel like maybe you were a bit of a floater. You got along with everyone.
Yeah, is it giving school captain energy, or are we going to leadership roles?
I mean,
or are we
I think you could if you wanted to.
I think
but
you're
To be
capable of
honest,
anything.
I think maybe back then you didn't want to be school captain.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
do I
there's-
reveal this after, or do I wait and let
No, we just decide. No, yeah, reveal after.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I also feel like you were kind of like, I don't really fit in here. I'm kind of
I'm
like,
destined for more kind of
yeah,
vibe?
kind of like,
Okay, yeah.
this is fine, but I'm ready for what's next.
Frio's a small pond.
Yeah, and Frankie just has a big life ahead of her.
Yeah.
And I think she could sense that.
Yep. Okay. So
And I think sometimes you'd be like, this is it. Okay.
Yeah.
or you agree? You can't help it.
Actually,
You're
yeah.
like, really,
I
guys?
can't even wait.
Okay, this is
I'm
what
really
I-
like,
Yes. Yes.
I knew it from the
Are we
start.
pretty close?
Yeah, you're actually right on.
Yeah, nice.
I was a bit of a floater, but I also kind of like, yeah, it was this kind of annoying attitude of not trying in school because I was like, I know that I'm not good at this, but I know that the stuff that I am good at has nothing to do with this.
Yes.
And, you know, even in drama class and stuff, I was kind of like, I love doing drama and I did like have some success in that area. But I was always like, I can't wait to live these losers.
Yeah.
Not really. They were actually all great people, but it just felt like, no, there's other ways for me to display what I
Totally.
have and stuff.
You know what's it would have been so sick. Also, if anyone who's listening doesn't know, Frankie's dad is
Yeah.
Peter Rowsthorn, who was in Kath and Kim. It would have been so good to like have a dad in that industry to be like, oh, I don't fully fit in here, but I also know what my future could look like as a creative.
Yeah.
Whereas like I was just like, I'm the biggest freak in the world. I have no one in my life that I can relate to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I was in high school being like, this is what the real world is like. I'm going to be suffering every day of my life. So it must have been nice to be like, oh, this isn't my thing, but I know there will be something.
I was so academically bad as well.
Oh,
like, I was
true.
really shit. But I
Right.
also didn't try. Like, I
Yeah.
just kind of, I couldn't be fucked at
I've
school.
just-
And I had no anxiety around anything.
Yeah.
Like, people were like, oh my god, I didn't study for this thing. I just could never get anxious about anything school related.
That's really good.
It was almost to my detriment because it was, I just made me pretty unmotivated. But
But I just feel
didn't
like,
care.
I think something, you're only 23.
Yeah.
I just feel like you've always had such a sense of who you are.
I guess so. And maybe it is a thing of like because I can't even imagine how people got into comedy without having a dad. Because how would you even? It would be so. I'm so lucky that I was like he made a full career and like. My mum, it was like a single income household, I just had a perception of it being like possible.
Yeah.
Because it would seem so crazy to most people
Yeah.
who didn't have that kind of recognition around it.
Yeah.
So like I felt pretty lucky to have that. I just
Yeah.
felt like, oh yeah, I'll just try stand up.
Yeah.
It didn't seem that
How old were
crazy.
you when you started?
Yeah.
I was 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you even talking about on stage?
Oh, yeah,
Shelley.
you get-
So my friend Shelley did this really annoying thing at school
You
today.
know what's so funny? Shelley, I think you're actually picking up on the energy of the girl Georgia that I saw the other day.
That's what I was
we
saying.
were
Thinking.
Her name
Okay.
is Shelley.
Her last name is Sanders.
Shell and
Sanders.
Sanders.
She
Oh,
sells
sand.
Seashells by the seashore. That's actually. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
scared.
and I saw her when I was in Perth.
Oh, okay.
On here. And I also had lots of gay friends in school. I had all the gay friends.
Oh, thank
They were
you.
all mine.
That's crazy
Thanks
that
for
they were,
looking after
that they
us.
were all gay in high school. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, a few of
It's
them
like-
went out and a few of them were.
No one at my
And
school
everyone-
was out.
Everyone could tell.
Even when they weren't out, you were like, I know.
Come here.
You're like, come here, honey.
Lady Gaga, come to mine. Tell me what you
And they were like,
You're going, birds flying high.
And all the gay guys were like, this is my least favorite Lady Gaga song.
you're like, well,
It's
it's,
my
our
favorite.
anthem now.
No, but I went to 3 school balls,
oh.
all with gay guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I was usually with friends of the gay guys who like wouldn't dance. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like shy and a bit,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Like me.
Yeah, like you, yeah.
But we dance.
We
Our,
dance.
our only character
Oh, we
duo,
dance.
which went really viral, was our 1950s people dancing.
That was good. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
really
thank
strong.
you. I can't believe how well that
I know,
did.
I know. People comment on that video every day. They go, you know, because the Coca-Cola used to have Coke in it back then.
I'm like, that's why that's the caption.
Yeah.
That's why we did that. Still, every day.
Every
You
day people-
do know that maybe it's because there was cocaine in it. Yep.
They've put into the comments, like, do they not read the other comments, seeing
I
the exact
know.
same thing?
Also, do you ever see those reels of like Family Guy clips and the comments are like, that was really mean that Stewie did that? And it's like, Stewie's not real, babe. And all the comments are like, Peter shouldn't have said that. And
I've
it's
never
like, what?
seen that before.
Yeah. And like, I used to always see it and be like, oh. And then I saw a reel making fun of the comments in Family Guy reels. And I was like, yeah, true. Some people take it really seriously.
I don't think I've ever seen a Family Guy reel.
Oh, you're not living.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
they're good.
And you haven't seen a reel in your life.
I feel like such a like 17-year-old straight boy. I'm like, you know, when you see a Family Guy reel on Instagram, it's like, no. Thanks for coming on the pod, Frankie.
Having me.
So we're in the middle of the Melbourne International Comedy Festival,
Yes.
and Frankie and her dad are doing a split bill called Smooth and Wrinkly, or Wrinkly and Smooth.
Smooth and wrinkly.
Smooth and Wrinkly,
Yeah.
which I love that name.
It's a fun name.
It
Don't
is
make up
fun.
with it.
I love
It's really,
it.
Yeah, it's really fun. We had our first show last night.
How'd it go?
Well, I had some aunts come. Aunts that like don't like me very much.
They listen to this, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do you mean they don't like you? Why did
it's
they come then?
The vibe was off because of family drama or something, and I'm just
Oh.
like, I think they were just there to be like,
We came.
suss out the vibe. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, it was so awkward. I came up and they were mainly just like, how do you think that went?
Oh.
You know, like it wasn't, it was like maybe one little comment of good job, but it was more like, how do you feel about
Did they buy
that?
tickets?
Oh no.
Or did they
Yeah,
get
I think they probably bought tickets.
Good. And you were like, yeah, I feel
Yeah.
good. Your money's in my pocket,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
You should have said
I
that.
got your cash in my, your cash money back. Your cash money.
I got your cash money.
I got their cash money.
They went, whoa,
Yeah.
she got us.
Yeah, whoa, okay.
Wow. Okay. So
But it was fine. It was good. Me and
Yeah.
my dad would come out and do this. Like, it's funny because it's a lot of my dad's audience coming because they're a bit older. And I'm used to performing for older people, and I used to be so uncomfortable like doing all my raunchy stuff to old people and have them be like, ugh. But now I'm
You
like,
just embrace it.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, what else? Like, I'm 23.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
It's like,
What are you
and
meant to
you
do?
know that I'm in the show as well, and it's just like, I hate when, you know, when you know, things back in the 70s or whenever, you watch these old movies and they're so raunchy and sexual.
yeah.
I can't believe old people are ever feeling like, woo.
Yeah.
Young people talk. It's like, you guys were having more sex in my generation.
Yeah, truly.
More than we
They
are.
were
also,
fucking.
they have
Fucking all the
grandkids
time.
there, so I'm like, you've obviously been fucking because
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
a set of grandkids here, but you're like, oh my god,
Yeah, it's like, you have 10 children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you
stop
fucking
acting-
all the time.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, you know, when you have sex, oh, no. It's like, yes, you do.
Oh my god.
It's like, shut up. Oh, ow.
Real knee slap.
Should we talk snake tails?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Snake tails.
Yes.
I mean,
So
let's get
Snake
into
Tales was a TV show I was in. No, I'm kidding. You guys lead the way.
Yeah, well, I need to figure out the timeline because if you were in Perth,
Wait, no,
when
let's
you
give
were-
context for what we're
I wasn't
talking
in
about. Let's give context for this.
You probably got more.
So,
idea.
so basically,
Yes.
Liam's an actor. Frankie's father is an actor.
Correct.
And then how did it? I think we were hanging out one night and I was
Yeah.
talking about Liam.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, Liam was in a TV show that my dad was in. And then that's enough context. Now go for it.
Yeah.
So essentially, I did this kids show when I was like in year 10 called Snake Tales.
Was that your first job?
That
we
is
were talking
correct.
about?
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I was a bit out of my depth and completely confused. And we were in a snake park, and your dad played
Yeah.
my dad. I think we only had like one scene where we actually acknowledged that we were father and son, but otherwise we were clearly all like a family unit. And we all just like lived in Snake Park. And then this English family came in, and they were a bit like button up and hoity-toity, and we were all a bit like, I play video games.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah, I actually loved the show so
Wow,
much.
that is incredibly flattering.
And I love your work.
Wait, is it available to watch anywhere?
I don't know. Was it ABC?
It was Channel 9,
I
reckon.
really
okay.
want to watch it.
There would be the trailer would be on YouTube or something.
Yeah,
You should have a look.
There was a German dub, I reckon it was available for a little bit. And I remember a friend, the first time they watched it, were like, why did they put you in that wig? And I was like, that was my
You
hair.
did have really curly
Yeah.
hair.
Did
Yeah.
you? Oh, your
Yeah,
hair was
really curly hair.
Well, your hair is still like.
But it was like...
It was like full on.
Yeah.
Wow.
They kind of teased it out, so I had like a small afro.
I
kind
need
of
to
thing.
see this.
It was really
Did
cool.
you ever visit the set?
Yeah, I was on set.
So you met before?
I think
We
maybe.
must have.
We
Oh,
must have.
wow.
'Cause I remember, like, there's flashes of me being there and, like, kind of, I think I had my legs dangling over something and I was in a shot. And they were like, you're in the shot.
You're just kicking your legs on set.
Yeah. I was on this kind of, like, up, I don't know, but I watched the show so much because it was a kid show and I was, like, the demographic to watch it. And my dad was in it, so I was like, oh my God.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it was so annoying because one time we had like a rainy day at school and you could bring in a DVD to watch like with the class.
Yeah.
And they brought in that show.
That is so...
I
And
would've
everyone would
done
have
the
been like,
same.
Frankie brought in a show that her dad's in.
But you were all like 7.
Yeah, we're
So,
yeah,
no, Shelley would have been like, cool. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
crazy.
It was actually so cool.
So this is like 2008. Also, something about us is I'm really good with years and Liam's really bad with
I like
years.
black out every time. I'm going, yeah, I think it was definitely 2008.
August?
I honestly have no idea. I could not.
Well, you're in
even
grade 10,
stab
it was
the dark.
2008.
I think I was in year 2 or something.
Yeah, 2008,
year 1,
2009.
You must have
yeah,
been
something
so
like that.
young.
I was pretty young. I was really young.
Wow.
I actually don't remember either.
There you go,
yeah.
babe.
So yeah, we have met in a past life.
So you guys knew each other before I knew either of you.
That's, yeah.
Oh,
In a
now I
way.
have FOMO. What if I was one of the snakes undercover?
well, one of the
Both your faces were like this.
So you then moved to. You were living here.
I was living here until like 2010, 2011.
8 years. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
See,
moved
my
to
language.
Perth. And then I moved to Sydney last year. So I've been in Perth for the last like, oh my God, like 15 years.
Okay, so you're just visiting now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The comedy fest.
Yeah,
Did you go
I was here for
yesterday?
the comedy festival.
No, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
And I did a show in Perth 2 years ago, and I was in town for like a day and a half, and then Frankie took me all around Frio.
That was such a fun
That was so
day.
fun. We got friendship bracelets.
Yeah, we did.
And we played Guess Who at that
Yeah.
pub with all the games. But we made funny category. We said, does your person listen to Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
No.
that's a fun way to do a spin on Guess Who.
That actually sounds quite fun.
It is fun, but it's risky.
What was the other thing you guys were doing? Oh, my first job.
Oh yeah, the cafe.
Oh, yeah, the cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder
And it was in Freo.
some other job that I've had maybe that you can try and... What would you have guessed if you hadn't known? Because I'm really not a cafe I just get like harder.
I would say like a fish and chip shop.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
I
Yeah.
almost would have said like, but actually you're on the wrong. Because I actually could see you working at a DVD store, but they don't really exist anymore.
Yes.
So I don't know actually what year we're
Yeah, I
talking.
could see that too. Wait, how old were you? 15. You would have been. It was 2017.
Yeah.
They were on the way out.
They were on the way
They were
out.
already on the way
They
out.
were.
Maybe you worked at the last one in Perth. You were holding down the
There
fort.
was one in Freo
It
for
doesn't
ages.
surprise
They
me.
only
Oh.
got rid of it last year because it was
Oh.
kind of like a novelty thing that they kept it there.
Oh,
And now it's a Pilates place.
for fuck's sake.
God damn
We've
it.
got enough of
I
those.
know.
Now, I'm going to check my list to see if there's any funny topics that I
yes.
wanted to bring to the table. Was there anything you wanted to bring?
I mean, I'll check my phone in a bit, but you said you have some fun stories to tell.
I actually do have a few. Okay. I love this story. So, the year is 2016. We're talking 10 years ago. I am in Scotland. Okay. I'm traveling with, and that's the story. That's the story. I was traveling with my best friend, Shannon. Wait, what?
I don't know why that.
Keep going. Okay.
Yeah, please.
And then, because I have like 5 Scottish friends who I went on exchange with, we were going on a road trip around Scotland, and we stayed in some random little towns in these random hostels, and we were checking into this hostel, and there's this girl working at the counter. She had blonde hair, And she was really lovely and really sweet. And she was like checking us in. And then we noticed that they were selling some CDs just on the counter. And then I looked at the girl on the CD. And then I looked at her.
Oh.
It was her.
No way.
She worked at the hostel and she was selling her CD.
That's so cool.
And I was like, oh. And then we went to our hostel and we listened to her music. I think she follows me actually, and the music was great. No, it was good for someone who
works
was
at a
doing it
hostel?
as a side hustle.
Okay.
Yeah. But then for the rest of the road trip, we listened to her, and then we all followed her, and she followed us all back, and it was really
What style
cool.
of music
Yeah.
was it?
Give us a teaser.
Let's just find it because I don't really remember.
It's fine.
It was Kirsty.
Well, Kirsty's stepmom owned the cafe. So I couldn't, I actually couldn't complain about her or anything.
Oh no,
That is
you're
one of the worst
trapped.
experiences
But
of your life.
It's actually so funny because it's just like, I can't imagine being so, like,
And that she's had the same profile
this
picture
is
the whole
exactly what I was picturing when you told me.
time. Her working. I'm not going to show.
It's kind of giving the Miley Cyrus meme with the...
With the
Oh,
blue
no,
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do I look like it?
I did a really good Erica Kirk face a few months ago, and it's on
Can
my
you do
phone.
it now?
No, but my hair looks different. It doesn't work anymore.
Wait, let's play a bit of this, and then you have to show us the Erica Kirk photo. The song is called "Living in Yesterday."
Obsessed.
Oh.
The most Scottish name ever.
There's a bit of an intro.
It's actually pretty good.
Okay, so Anyway has a new intro song.
She got a Michael Jackson feature.
I don't need anybody else. See, like, you can kind of take whatever. Working in Triple J, you hear stuff from people, and you go, if Taylor Swift released this, it would be the #1 song for next year. You know what I mean?
It's all about
There's
marketing.
something- And then you think about the same thing in comedy.
Yeah.
It's like there are so
don't
many,
start
yeah,
me.
Don't start me. It's like you see people and you're like, if Theo Von did that joke,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
would get a Grammy for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, which I like.
I reckon you and I could write a #1 hit.
We've always been wanting to do some music.
I know.
And I think I would not really do any comedy music. I would actually have to do it really seriously.
That's the thing. Like, I really like Leaf and Bark. It's really fun. And I think it's a good segue into music, but I eventually want to do serious music.
Really? I didn't know this about you.
Yeah. But I don't. It's just everyone's like, well, comedy's so brave, it's so vulnerable. It's like, well, not really, because
Yeah.
if it goes kind of wrong, you can be like, that was meant to go wrong. And like
yeah.
with music, it's really like, this is what I'm feeling on the inside, and if you're laughing at it, that's not good. But if you're laughing at comedy, it's like, you know what I mean? You can always be like, I was kidding. But when it's sincere, it's like, ugh.
I saw a clip of Pink Pantheress track, like from where she just started, and it was so bad.
Oh,
It was so. I love seeing people's shit work when they're
Yeah.
really good now. I find that more inspirational than
Yeah,
anything.
true. Because it's like, oh, we can all just try our best and grow.
Hey, we can all start somewhere.
I
And that's what this
know.
pod's about, really.
That's what Anyway is about. It's kind of crazy with comedy that like everyone has to see you be shit for a long time before you get good.
It's so bad. And then sometimes you'll see someone start shit. And you'll see them shit for so long that you really can't see them anymore.
Oh, yeah, you
I
can
know, I
Which is actually
know.
kind of sad.
That is true.
You have to get out of that.
I know.
That's the same Theo Von thing, because the person's joke has got better, but you're still seeing them as shit.
I
You
know.
still see them as crap.
And I'm just there's so many people who, I'm glad that I started stand-up way before I started online stuff. Because imagine like having an audience and them seeing you be shit for years.
Yeah.
That's
That's why they're going to have to
rude.
see us for music.
I
When
know.
we start our music, it's going to be really
But maybe
bad.
we just do it in private for a bit.
True, but then we have to like get the reaction. You have to
I know.
fail.
You have to
You
fail.
have to fall before you.
But maybe
fly.
we'll be really good
Maybe
straight
we'll be
away.
amazing.
Maybe we're the exception.
I literally have I fantasize about us all the time, being like, yeah, she went from comedian to like Coachella headliner in like a year.
Has anyone done that pipeline? Has anyone done comedy?
Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Was he? But he was Childish Gambino first.
No, he was.
Oh, he was Donald Glover
He
first.
was
Oh, yeah,
a
he was Donald
sketch
Glover
comedy
first.
writer, and then he was a comedic actor and stand-up.
Oh, who's the Brisbane rapper? Who's really
All day.
All Day.
Yeah,
All
All Day.
Day. Yeah.
True.
Liam's second cousin, who we are having on the pod at some point.
So Nick always knows, I guess, and I always have a very strange.
Yeah, true.
Where we have to go on the pod to be like, so remember how we met? Because we did
Actually,
meet
in a coffee shop.
coffee shop, which is crazy.
I saw Kirsty
isn't it?
yelling at you.
And he's like, and they're my best friend, and I'm going, yes, and I kind of know them.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? It actually is weird.
So your second cousin's coming on the pod.
Isn't that wild?
But your best friends with the second cousin?
It's All Day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's All Day.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
your
All Day
second
is
cousin.
Liam's second cousin.
Oh my god, that is so.
And I voice
funny.
messaged All Day, and I was like, "Hey, because I started a Carly podcast, and I recorded one episode, and it was with All Day, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do a real
That's
person
so
one.
funny
And
to
then I
do
voice
that.
messaged All Day, and I was like, look, I'm so sorry, but I'm not gonna do that
We're not
podcast
going ahead
anymore.
with this.
But we have a new podcast, and my co-host is your second cousin, and then he just replies, "Oh, Liam Maguire," and I was like, yeah. So he knows your second cousins.
Which is really
Which is a good start.
Which is a really good
An
start.
awkward family reunion.
I can't wait. It's
Where
gonna
you
be
like
so
you do a
fun.
hug like this. Hey, like from the side. Hi.
How are your parents?
Like that's how I hug. Like it gets to a point where you see like your little cousins, and it's cute when you can kind of talk to them however you want when they're really little.
But then
and
they
then they
do
get to
ages.
like
Yeah.
10. Oh no, 10's young, but like 13, 14,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, hey buddy, and they're like, hey. That's the worst. I hate. That was
Also,
honestly the
yeah.
worst. What's the worst age to be?
14.
But like, what was your what you look back and go? That was literally my worst.
14.
What was your worst age?
I think, well,
You were on
14,
TV.
I did. So 14, I
can't
can't
imagine
say
being
I'm
on
on
Be a
TV.
star.
I'm going to be a star.
I
kid.
couldn't speak at 14. I'd be at school like,
But
I can't
13
imagine-
was stressful
13,
because I arrived from primary school and I was like, oh, cool. So everyone's making out. And I've been like, I've come from a world where we're playing Tiggy or tag. And then I rocked up and they're like, so we're all going to slut drop and we're playing spin the bottle. And I was like, I have hives and I need to leave this party now.
did you see at hives when you got anxious?
No, it was, sorry, I was going over the top.
Oh,
But,
because I was like, wait, did you get hives
So
too?
hi.
Oh, no, I was pretending as well. I was exaggerating
Metaphorically,
too.
but figuratively.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor and I said,
Yeah.
I'm just pretending I have these hives.
Yeah.
So what was your worst age?
Oh,
This is the new question
Yeah,
on the
what was your
podcast.
worst
age?
for some reason I hated like 6, 7, like 8 years old. Something about 8 or 9.
I've never heard anyone 8 this
I-
age.
Yeah, that's like...
Something about 7 really unsettling.
When I was 7.
Clag.
God, it was
It was just like I don't know. I felt I was very frustrated. I get frustrated when I can't do what I want.
You've always been mature for your age, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's what I got told that so much. growing
Yeah,
up.
if you're 7 being like, oh God, this doesn't feel right. It's like, that's crazy.
There's something about 8 years old where I was like, something doesn't feel right here. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was, I felt like really stupid in school.
Oh.
And like there wasn't really any drama in that kind of like drama class or anything.
I thought you sort of meant like gossip. There wasn't
I
any
need
drama.
that drama. Yeah.
You're 8 years old being like, guys,
Spill
what
the tea."
happened on the weekend?
And then
Tell me.
when I was-
Shelly is a little hoe.
And I started gaining weight when I was like 9, and my brother would call me Jabba the Hutt like every day.
Oh,
for the next
if
my
you're
God.
listening, brother,
It's not on.
quit
And
it.
now he's so fat. And I'm like, oh my god.
I started getting fat when I was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really fat at 13. I was probably the same size that I am now when I was 13. I think I was an early bloomer as well. And so that was like kind of funny. But I wrote this song in school
Oh.
called "I Chafe When I Run."
Oh, do you remember how it goes?
Yeah.
So it was
Um,
comedy because you
it was a
couldn't
comedy
bare your
song.
soul. At
I
that.
couldn't bare my
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
yet.
How old are you?
I was 13.
Oh, can you sing it,
Yeah,
please?
He doesn't like the fat girls like me. He likes the athletic ones that get all hot and sweaty. I chafe when I run, I chafe when I run, I chafe when I run. And then I was
That's
thinking,
really
like,
good.
If Taylor Swift wrote that.
I'm
chafing in the back of the car.
I chafe when I run.
That's good.
That's hooky. There's a bit of crack in that.
Yeah.
You're good at coming up with really
Melo-
sticky
Yeah.
melodies.
And there was a lyric about my mum buying me a cream for the chafe.
Oh.
And there was something about like, need 3 he'd be from the chemist down the street. Oh yeah, I chafe when I run, I chafe when I run. And I like shouted out the product. It was called Neat 3B.
Trying to get a
Shout out
sponsorship.
Neat3B.
Yeah.
And also, that's a good segue. We want to thank our sponsors,
Neat
Neat 3B. Thank you for sorting out our chafing.
And then bio oil for all my stretch marks. I would get all these stretch marks. I was like gaining so much weight so quickly. And my mum would buy me this bio oil, which is for like women who have just had birth.
And you're like, I'm going to write a song about
I
this.
like rub it all over my body. It smelled so strong. It smelled like crazy eucalyptus oil. And I was just like,
That's so cute. I'm imagining you all oiled up, sitting down at your desk being like,
I wrote lots of songs in school.
yeah.
All on my iPad, and I don't know where this iPad went. And if I find it one day, if it comes down from the iCloud or something, I would
have to do a
praise the
show.
Lord.
You know
I would
Cameron
have
James's show,
yes,
Electric
I
Dreams?
loved that show.
Me
that
too.
was my favorite.
You should do like a variation of that where it's like, because there's nothing funnier
I
than
was
that.
going to do a kind of my own version, which is like, I started writing jokes when I was like 12.
Yes,
So I thought-
this is good.
Because I was like, I knew I wanted to be a comedian pretty young, but I was like too scared to like go on stage yet. And it would have been like me at 13 being like, eh. But I still have a book of all these jokes that I wrote.
Of course you were too scared to go on stage.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
a child.
the stage was really
being
big.
a little baby. It's like you were a baby.
And but yeah, it was just like all these like jokes in it. But then I also, you can tell when I thought I was a lesbian in year 8 because I started writing jokes like, Lady Gaga has amazing legs. And then I didn't think I was a lesbian anymore. And
It's so funny reading my journals from when I was 13, trying to convince myself I was straight. Being like, oh, Kayla was so... When I saw her walk into the classroom today, I was like, wow, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, that's gay. Saying, like, she's so... She captivates a room. I'm like, that's gay. That's really gay.
Yeah,
Me trying to convince myself I was straight was even gayer than just being upfront about being gay. You know what I mean?
I was definitely writing songs as well, and they were about women. But I was like, but it was like kind of just a version of something else that already exists. Being like, you met me at the station, and I saw your beautiful face. And being like, and playing, and I was like acoustic guitar guy.
Oh, yeah, you
and like
can play
indie,
guitar.
and I was like, yeah, I've got a Polaroid camera. And I was like, that was my shtick.
Yeah, you're like,
That I was like, I've got.
take your Polaroid picture. Leave on the train. Yeah.
See you at the station.
Tonight I'm getting late.
It was all about public transport.
Don't forget your Mikey, girl. You get a fine. Speaking of fine, you're looking fine.
Oh my god.
The only fine in here is, I don't know. That's fun. I used to write songs too. I used to like have my MP3 player, and you could like record yourself.
Yes.
And I did it in kind of this character that was an impression of a family friend of ours. And he had this hectic voice, speaking voice. And I used to sing songs as him. And he was really obsessed with my brother. He always wanted to play with my brother, but not me. So I made a character out of it.
Oh my god.
And then I'd sometimes make songs up, but I'd also like do parodies of other songs and change the words. And then one day my brother and my dad went for a drive somewhere. And they took my MP3 player to listen to music. And then they listened to all my songs.
Oh.
And I was like, what'd you think?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I've tried to block that one out, but just came back.
My brother once found a file that was me on piano improving a song to this girl that was like heartbroken over another guy, me reaching out, having written a song. He found it, played it to the family. like was pissing himself, and it's me going like, Chrissy, oh Chrissy, you're better than him. And I was like,
my God,
and my brother was going,
so good.
Oh.
and then like my whole family was like, it sounds really, and I was like,
Oh my God, so mortifying.
It's so embarrassing being young.
and singing. I think it's so
singing.
terrifying.
Ugh.
It's like, oh yeah, show everyone this. This is horrific.
Yeah, there was one that I was
wow.
pretty happy with. And it was one I wrote in the shower in year 8. And it was kind of, I think I had been listening to like Demi Lovato's Heart Attack quite a bit. We made a really bad album that she...
I think I'll have a heart attack. I think I'll have a motherfucking heart attack. That one?
Yeah, that one. And it was more like, I was in the shower being like, stand back, let me see the whole picture. I dream that you were still with her. I take your kisses like liquor. Ayo, ayo,
Oh,
ayo,
you
ayo.
told me about this one before.
And it's also like, I had never kissed a boy or had any liquor in my life, you know.
Wait, do it again. I love that.
Stand back, let me see the whole picture. I dream that you were still with her. I take your kisses like liquor. Ayo, 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 ayo.
You're good at writing
This is-
books.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, thank you. And I
Shake
honestly,
when I run, I shake when I run.
and I've been trying to. Oh my God! And then I had vodka in my system. That was a really fun one.
Oh, vodka in my. That's
Yeah, it
the
was
title.
like vodka in my system. Vodka in
This
my
is giving
system.
Kasha.
Vodka in my vodka in my vodka in my system. And that was,
Oh,
and there was a
wow.
lot of verses.
Have you had
in that
vodka
one.
yet?
No. That one was, I knew I was being funny with that one.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
okay.
and me and the girls from drama, we'd make up like our dance routine for it and stuff. It
Wow.
was really.
You have to pursue this.
I know.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it.
That's
Hey,
very
We'll do it after the pod.
yeah. Okay. Let's finish vodka and us.
Amy Sharp, that's our producer, Amy
Amy
Sharp,
Sharp.
the vacuum
Amy.
cleaner.
Yeah,
Amy, can you
Amy,
book us
please.
into the studio for
She's
a
got
record
a top
sesh?
bun.
Yeah, sure. The handle is the top.
Yeah.
Just book us in with which producer do you want to work with?
Let's work with
Timberland?
Ricky Lee.
Ricky Lee.
Ricky
Yeah.
Lee,
Book us
perfect.
in with Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee's got some bangers.
Of course she does. And my favorite thing about Ricky Lee is that most of her songs are in the Jamaican King series.
Yeah.
Like, I think is
Whoa,
that
whoa.
that
Raining
soundtrack
Diamonds.
for that show is
Yeah.
perfect because it's got like 5 Sauce. It has that guy. What was his name? Reese Masden.
Oh,
Yeah.
Reese.
Oh, that's in my house
Yeah.
music for my current show as people enter, and I dance as Shani to I'm just looking for a good night. Wait, you know what my favorite Reese Maston lyric is?
What?
Doing shots of Patron with Pink and Emma Stone.
No,
You remember that?
That one's about.
He was like, who are some cool celebrities I can party with? Well,
Yeah.
Pink's pretty fucking, she's
Yeah.
rock. She's a rock star. And Emma Stone's hot.
hot.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Reese Maston.
Yeah, my older sister used to love him. My older sister was like really into kind of anyone who had an emo swoop haircut.
Oh,
No
yeah.
matter how
Does she like
face
Metro
it
Station?
was. Loved Metro Station.
That's
loved Short Stack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Princess. Is that
Yeah,
short stack?
Yeah, I think so. And so I saw
I
them
think so.
on the orange carpet at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Did they get slimed?
Yeah, that's
I think
Slimed.
they did get slimed. Miranda Cosgrove was there that year,
Mm.
and Jess Malboy was there.
Oh.
And she saw me backstage. She goes, "Hey, cutie, see you later." And I like will never forget it. I love her.
I saw Jess Malboy at that music festival the other day, Mighty Hoopla.
Oh, I went to
She
the
was so fucking good.
She's
Yeah.
incredible.
It was
Completely
great.
underrated.
I just was like, she brought the vibe up. I mean, Delta Goodrum was also amazing, but Jess Malboy, the vibe she created, there's nothing quite like that.
Australia doesn't know what to do with her. That's like my strongest
Exactly.
take. I think we're
know.
like, if she was in America, I think she would be like a superstar.
Totally.
But they're like, what do we do? She can really sing.
She was on the Ellen show,
Oh yeah,
Well, I
for
didn't know
that
this.
movie.
and she was also
Brand New Day?
like she
No.
was
No,
Beyonce's opener, Sapphires. You're thinking? Like.
Sapphires. Yeah,
She was
yeah.
Beyonce's
She actually has had a
opening
pretty
act.
big career. Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
Jay Malley, if you're watching this,
Yeah.
keep doing you.
Yeah.
Keep doing you.
Get 'em Girls,
She needed
the
that.
album,
Get
is
'em
one of my
girls.
favorite
I don't
albums.
need to run away. I got all my get 'em girls. I got all my get 'em girls.
Snoop Dogg's on that one, and I also
Yeah.
I played that on the Jays the other day.
And Ludacris is in Oh, you played it on Triple J. That's it.
I got my cup filled up all the way
To the bram. Smoke filling up my lungs, I'm blowing
bubble,
bubble. It's Saturday night, let's get in trouble. That's on my house music list as well for this show.
People are loving us singing on here.
Are you liking the singing?
Yeah,
Right
we
in.
We like pretending like it's a live studio audience. We go,
Yeah.
what do you think? Yes.
What'd you think of that song? What'd you think of Chafe When I Run? I think you need to make that song. Now, we've been recording for 1,206 beats.
It's so funny.
Every episode, we're like, how long have we
We
been going?
refuse to fix it. Yeah.
I want to get to a point where I know how to translate it eventually.
Maybe that's what they mean when they say, I'm laying down some beats.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
yes.
saying, I'm taking time with
True.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm just taking a few beats.
A Chafe When I Run. Anything you want to talk about? Then I guess we can start to wrap up.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
yeah.
When are you gonna release this?
This will come out next week, I think.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
my run will almost be over.
You'll have about 3 shows left.
But-
But not many people are listening to this yet, if I'm
Oh,
honest.
true. That's okay.
But hey, we're building.
We're building.
You have to keep posting.
Keep
But
posting.
plug your show just in case.
Please
Yeah.
plug your show.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a show with my dad, Smooth and Wrinkly, at Town Hall at like 7:40 every night during the Melbourne Comedy Festival. So come along. It's like a bit of young person comedy, but old guy comedy.
That's
and
a good combo.
We do like a fun dance at the end in these nude suits where I've drawn on some bush and some boobs.
I want to come see your
Bush and
show.
Boobs.
Yeah, bush and boobs.
That's my favourite Shrek character. Bush and Boots. Bush and Boobs. But, and I'm doing a show as well at the Arts Centre at 6:10 called Nick White's Talent Night at 5:10 on Sundays. I'd chafe when I run, I'd chafe when I run.
That's it, yeah.
That's your acoustic version.
Run.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you open your Super Bowl set. I chafe when I run, and all the fans are like, "Oh, chafe when I run!"
And I come out of 2 separated legs.
Yeah.
But then in between the legs, it's all red.
Yeah, and you slide out on some bio oil, like a top.
Cannons.
Oh, let's make it happen. Super Bowl,
so good.
NFL, if you're listening, for your
And I don't chafe
consideration.
anymore, which is good.
Well, can you?
Can we tap
We can
the
pretend.
brand though? We can
Okay,
We can
yeah,
pretend.
yeah.
We'll cut that bit out.
Bleep that.
In case
Amy,
our
bleep it,
sponsors are
please.
listening. Yeah, bleep that. Cut that bit out, Amy, please. Love
Bio
you.
oil as sponsors.
Frankfurt.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much
so
for having
special.
me.
It's
Nice
been
reunion.
I had the best, great.
I'm glad you're our
brother
first
from another
guest.
channel.
Yes.
So true.
Snake
From another
siblings.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snakes.
I feel left out.
Grew up on a snake park.
okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks for being our first guest.
Thanks
Yeah.
so
I'm
much
glad
for
it
having
was
me.
you.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy to be here.
Check out Frankie's show. Check out my show. Liam.
Oh, follow me on Instagram.
Oh, yeah,
It's
follow-
literally just
oh,
the
yeah.
most-
Follow Frankie on
That's really,
Instagram.
that's the only thing that matters.
That's really
Yeah.
the most you can do.
Followers are
Yeah,
everything.
On
Yeah.
TikTok and Insta.
Yeah, Frankie Rowsthorn.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And I think that's us.
That's it.
Imagine if Led Zeppelin had to be famous on TikTok.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like that's
So
You know
good.
what?
kind of
Would the
TikTok.
Beatles
Yeah,
be famous on
yeah,
TikTok?
yeah.
You
That's
know, you know what Led Zeppelin didn't get asked to do? Post reels for the algorithm.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, Geese doesn't do that, and they're still popular.
Yeah, like it's doable.
Alright.
We're
Okay.
wrapping up.
Cut all
This
that.
has been Anyway, the podcast.